How to stay focused in a world full of distractions. The average person checks their phone over 90 times a day, and attention spans have dropped to the point where even a few seconds of silence can feel uncomfortable. Think about that for a moment. Not because focus is impossible, but because the environment is constantly training the brain to lose it. Every notification, every scroll, every quick burst of entertainment is reshaping how attention works. And the dangerous part is that it feels normal. It feels like this is just how life is now. But here is the truth most people overlook. Focus is not gone. It has just been rewired in the wrong direction. And if it can be trained to scatter, it can also be trained to stay. The real question is not whether focus can be built, but whether the right approach is being used in a world designed to pull attention away every second. Why your brain is addicted to distraction. Distraction is not random. It is engineered to feel rewarding. Every time something new appears on a screen, the brain releases a small amount of dopamine, creating a loop of curiosity and reward. This is why even when there is nothing important to check, the urge still appears. The brain starts craving stimulation because it has learned to expect it constantly. Over time, this reduces the ability to stay with one task for long periods. Deep focus starts to feel uncomfortable, almost unnatural. But the hidden shift begins when this pattern is recognized. The brain is not broken, it is trained. And anything that is trained can be retrained. The key is not removing all distractions instantly, but slowly reducing how often the brain depends on them for stimulation. The illusion of multitasking. Many people believe they are being productive by doing multiple things at once. Switching between tasks, checking messages while working, or listening to something while trying to think deeply. It feels efficient, but the brain does not actually multitask. It switches rapidly between tasks, and every switch comes with a cost. Focus resets, energy drops, and mistakes increase. Over time, this constant switching weakens the ability to concentrate on one thing fully. The hidden problem is that this feels normal because it is repeated daily. But when attention is trained to stay on a single task, even for short periods, the difference becomes clear. Work becomes faster, thinking becomes sharper, and mental fatigue decreases. The why focus feels harder than it should. Sitting down to focus often feels more difficult than the task itself. There is resistance, the urge to check something, to delay, to do anything else first. This is not lack of discipline. It is the brain reacting to a lack of immediate reward. Distractions offer quick satisfaction, while focused work offers delayed results. The brain naturally leans toward what feels good now. The shift happens when focused work is broken into smaller, manageable parts. When the brain sees a clear endpoint, it becomes easier to start. The environment is quietly controlling your attention. Focus is not just about internal control. It is heavily influenced by surroundings. A phone within reach, multiple tabs open, constant background noise. All of these act as silent interruptions. Even if they are not actively used, they pull attention away. The brain stays partially alert to these distractions, reducing the depth of focus. Changing the environment can have an immediate impact. Removing unnecessary triggers, simplifying the workspace, and creating a clear area for focused work reduces the need for constant self-control. The brain follows what is easiest, and when the environment supports focus, staying on track becomes more natural. The hidden cost of constant stimulation. When the brain is constantly stimulated, it loses its tolerance for stillness. Silence starts to feel uncomfortable. Simple tasks feel boring. This creates a cycle where more stimulation is needed just to feel normal. Over time, this reduces creativity and deep thinking, because those require space and calm. The hidden rule is that focus grows in the absence of constant noise. Allowing moments without stimulation, even briefly, helps reset the brain. It rebuilds the ability to sit with one thought, one task, without needing immediate input. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort is part of the reset process. Building focus. Like a skill, focus is not something that appears instantly. It is built like any other skill through repetition. Starting with shorter periods of deep work and gradually increasing them trains the brain to stay engaged. Expecting instant long sessions often leads to frustration. But small, consistent practice creates improvement over time. The brain adapts to what is repeated. When focus is practiced daily, even in small amounts, it becomes easier. The key is consistency, not intensity. Missing a day does not break progress, but regular practice strengthens the ability to concentrate without feeling forced. Why breaks actually improve focus? It might seem like working longer without stopping would improve productivity, but the brain does not function well under constant strain. Attention decreases when there is no recovery. Short breaks allow the brain to reset, improving performance when returning to work. The important part is how breaks are used. Scrolling through content or switching to another stimulating activity does not provide real rest. It keeps the brain in the same cycle. True breaks involve stepping away from screens and allowing the mind to slow down. This makes it easier to return with clearer focus and more energy. Emotional distractions are harder to notice. Not all distractions come from devices. Our thoughts, worries, and internal noise can pull attention away just as strongly. Thinking about something unresolved, replaying conversations, or anticipating future problems creates mental clutter. This makes it harder to stay present with the task at hand. The hidden shift is recognizing these patterns instead of ignoring them. Writing thoughts down or taking a moment to acknowledge them can reduce their intensity. When the mind feels clearer, focus improves naturally. Ignoring internal distractions does not remove them. It often makes them stronger. The identity of a focused person. At some point, focus becomes less about effort and more about identity. When someone sees themselves as easily distracted, their behavior often follows that belief. But when small actions consistently reinforce focus, that perception begins to change. The brain starts associating itself with discipline and control. This shift reduces resistance because behavior and identity align. Instead of trying to force focus, it becomes something that feels natural. This is where long-term change happens, not through constant struggle, but through a gradual shift in how the mind sees itself. Turning focus into a daily system. Focus becomes reliable when it is built into a system rather than left to chance. Fixed times for deep work, clear starting points, and defined tasks reduce the need for constant decision-making. When the process is structured, the brain knows what to expect. This reduces hesitation and increases follow-through. A system removes the pressure of figuring things out every day. It creates a rhythm that supports consistent focus. Over time, this rhythm becomes automatic, and making it easier to stay on track even when motivation is low. Staying focused in a world full of distractions is not about escaping the environment completely. It is about understanding how it shapes behavior and learning how to work with it instead of against it. Small changes, repeated daily, can rebuild attention in ways that feel natural and sustainable. The question now is simple. What is one distraction that can be reduced starting today? Share thoughts and keep the conversation going. And if building stronger focus is the goal, staying connected will make sure the next step is always clear.